Hi folks, this is Vicki at patternprincess.com. Today I'm going to show you how to take this puff stitch circle and turn it into a square. I do have a tutorial video and written blog post that's free on how to make this puff stitch. It's a 3-round puff stitch. There are 24 stitches in the last round here, or I should say puff stitches, and we're going to turn this into a granny square. We're going to square it off. So I'm just using some scrap yarn. This, I can't even remember what I used, but when I had practiced it, I know that I used a bigger hook, as far as like I used like an I 5.5 millimeter. So for this part, I'm going to use an H 5.0 hook, just a little bit smaller, because it'll ruffle a little bit, and then this pattern here, you'll want to make sure you block it before you join it or do anything with it, because it gets a little bit wonky. Not much, but just beware. So use the smaller hook, just a little bit smaller. I'm going to join my yarn. I'm joining a new color, and this is just some Caron Simply Soft. Both of them are a medium weight yarn. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to chain 3, 2, 3, then we're going to work 2 more double crochet right in that same spot. And so we're going to do this all the way around, working 3 double crochets in every single puff stitch in between. So here's a spot, there's a spot, here's a spot. So it's in between the stitches. So yarn over, do your double crochet. Okay, we're just going to keep working this all the way around. When we get to the other side, then we're just going to join it with a slip stitch to the top chain here. So I'm going to do a couple more, and then I'll just finish up the round here off camera and then join you on the other side there. But I just want to show you, I'm just going from the space, one space to the next, and this is looking really cute. I thought that the pink actually was leftover yarn. Might look really cute with this little bit of a light blue. It'd be actually a really cute baby blanket or something, wouldn't it? Gives me an idea. I see a pattern coming. We'll have to put it on the to-do list. We have quite a few patterns that are on my to-do list. So here's how it looks. We're just doing 3 double crochet in between each puff stitch. Okay, so then I'm going to work around up to here, and then I'll join you back on that side. Okay, that's how it's looking now. Okay, I'm just ending my round 4. I got my last 3 double crochet cluster here, and then I'm going to slip stitch right there into the top stitch of the first chain 3, and this ends round 4. Now you can see it's a little bit wonky because we've added 2 stitches for each cluster. I mean, because we had this puff stitch, but we've also, instead of just doing 1 stitch in between, we've done the 3 stitches in between. So it's going to be a little bit wonky. Not much, because I can flatten it with my hand, but I think that it would be nice to block this. So now this one here, this next round is where we're going to work the magic. We're going to turn our circle into the square. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch over to this space that's in between their clusters. So we've already slip stitched into this stitch. We're going to do the next stitch, just slip stitch, and then we're going to go over to this space. We're going to put our hook through the bottom there, and then just bring it through and slip stitch. Now we're over into that space between the 2 double crochet clusters. You see that? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a chain 1. This doesn't really count as anything. And then we're going to work 3 single crochet in the same space. In order to take our circle and make it have flat edges, we're going to use different crochet stitches with different heights. Single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet, and treble crochet. So those are the 4 stitches that we're going to use on each side to bring it into a square. So there's our 3 single crochet in the same space, okay? in the next space between the 3 double crochet clusters right here, we're just going to go over there. We're going to yarn over and we're going to work 3 half double crochet. There's 1, yarn over, insert your hook, 2, 3. And now we're going to go over to the next space between our 3 double crochet clusters and we're going to work 3 double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, bring our yarn through 2 loops, draw it through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert our hook, draw it through 2 loops, yarn over and draw it through 2 loops. That's 2 and 1 more. Okay, now in between our next 2 double crochet clusters right here, we're going to work our first corner, which is going to be 3 treble crochet, chain 1 and 3 treble crochet. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, draw through 2 loops, yarn over, draw through 2 loops, and yarn over, draw through 2 loops. That's your first treble crochet. Yarn over twice, we're going to do it again. And then one more time, yarn over twice, chain 1, and we're going to do 3 more treble crochet. There's 1, here's 2, and there's 3. Let me stop and have you look at it here. Okay, so we're starting to have a straight edge right here. This is our first corner. Now we're going to turn this side into a straight edge, okay? We're going to continue our stitch pattern right along the side. I'm going to get a little bit more yarn and I'm going to work the second side here. Okay, let's go some more. So we're going to always be working in between the cluster spaces on this, okay? So yarn over and we're going to do 3 double crochet in between these first 3 double crochet clusters after the corner, okay? So 3 double crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, okay? Now we're going to go to the next shorter stitch in between the clusters and work the 3 half double crochet, because that stitch height is in between a double crochet and a single crochet. And then we're going to go to the next space in between the clusters and work 3 single crochet. Okay, and now we're going to have to, because our circle is going down, our circle was going up, now our circle is going down, right? So now we're going to do 3 half double crochet, so we have to bring our height back up. 3 half double crochet in the next one. I should say in our next space between our double crochet clusters. And then in the next one, the space between our double crochet clusters, we're going to do 3 double crochet. Okay. Now we're to our next corner space. Right here is going to be our corner space. So now again, we're going to work 3 treble crochet, chain 1, and 3 treble crochet all in that same spot. So we yarn over twice, and then we're going to work our treble crochets. There's 1, there's 3, chain 1, yarn over twice, and we're going to work our second 3 treble crochet, and I'm going to get rid of my yarn wad. It always does that whenever I'm taping, doesn't it? And then 1 more. Okay, now let's look at this. See, I can still flatten it out nicely. So right here, this is a corner. This is your first corner that we made. We started here. This is our first corner, and then we went over here to the second corner. And I can put my fingers in the holes here to hold it up. It looks a little bit better. And now I'm going to work this again. The same that I just did here, I'm going to work again right here. And then we're going to work it one more. So we're going to work it. We've worked it here, so we're going to repeat it twice. So we're going to repeat here once and twice. And then we're going to do half of a row right here, okay? So I'll work one more side for you here. And then I'll just work the last side. And then I'll join you back up with the last quarter. So we're going to work the next side. This is the second side. So we're going to go in between the stitches here and work a double crochet, 3 double crochets. It's 1, 2, 3. And the next stitch, we're going to work 3 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go down to our single crochet. 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Then our 3 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Then our 3 double crochet. And now we are to our next corner. In our next corner, again, we're going to work I'm going to work 3 treble crochet, chain 1, and 3 treble crochet. As you can see, once you kind of get your rhythm going, you can really get these done quickly. There's just one more round to go. You could absolutely stop on this round here. You do not have to go for another round. And I think that when I measured, I have to double check before I write the pattern. I think it was about 6 inches. Mine was about 6 inches right here. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3 corners made. I have the 4th corner to make, and then I'm going to meet you right back here and work the last part. And then we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 4th round was just the double crochet stitches in the clusters, and then the 5th round we started to square this off. I'll join you back here. Okay, we're almost there. Round 5 here is almost done. I got my last corner, and then we're going to do our 3 double crochet right there in between our other clusters. There's 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to work our half double crochet. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And now we're just going to join to that first stitch with a slip stitch. Now we have it done. And again, this is what I mean by it's a little bit wonky. That's why I went with one size smaller hook and just stretch a little bit. And all of a sudden it's laying pretty good. So there's round 5. Now that we have it squared up on the sides, now I'm just the next round is just all double crochet and chain stitch. If you want to continue to add rounds to this and make the square bigger with just a little bitty square in the middle, you can do that. Just continue to repeat round 6, the round that we're going to be starting now. Okay, that's all you have to do. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch over into this space. It's kind of hard to see, but right there's our space. We have our 3 single crochet here, then our 3 half double crochet here. So right here is our space we want to go into. So what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch over there. Oh, here we go. Oh, and we've made it. Okay, now I'm going to slip stitch there. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That does count as a double crochet. oops, yarn over once. I'm so used to yarning over twice for my treble crochet. Yarn over once and do your double crochet, 2 of them in the same place. Don't you love it? So this counts as 3 double crochet. Now we're going to go to the space between the half double crochet and the double crochet, and we're going to work 3 more double crochet. So in every single space now in between the clusters, we will be working 3 double crochet. Now we're going to go to the next space, 3 double crochet. Now we're to our first corner. We're going to go into the hole in the corner, yarn over, go into our hole. We're going to do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Now you can either do a chain 2, chain 3, chain 1, whatever you'd like here. Since I already have enough fullness that I've added to the circle, I'm just going to do a chain 1. I don't need to add any more fullness to this square. Okay, and then 3 more double crochet. That makes our corner. All right, so there's our first corner. Here's how it's looking now. There's our first corner. And now we're just going to continue to work our 3 double crochet in between those clusters. So here we had our 3 treble crochet from the corner. So we're going to go right here to this first space between the stitches and work 3 double crochet. And we're just going to keep working our 3 double crochet clusters around. And then in each corner, work your 3 double crochet and chain 1 or however many chains you choose. And then our 3 double crochet. So I'm going to keep working this and I'll show you how it looks as soon as we have it done. Okay, I'm just about done with my round 6. I just wanted to make sure I showed you. Here's the first chain 3. And we're going to go into that stitch on top and work our slip stitch. And we are all done. So it's a little bit wonky. See what I mean? I'm going to have to stretch it out here. A little bit, it's coming. But now if we block this, so I would strongly recommend blocking it. And blocking isn't hard. I do also have a tutorial on that on the website. Shows you how. But there, see now I get a little bit of stretching, a little bit of just making it work right. And now it's starting to look nice. So that's after 6 rounds. I was going to say, I think it's about 6 inches. Here, I got my ruler here. This one's 7. So my other one, so yes, on round 5, if you would have stopped on round 5, which you could have if you wanted to, where we squared it out, that's a 6-inch square. And then now on this here, it's a 7-inch square, at least according to my gauge, okay? So I hope that you enjoyed this pattern. Make sure that you check out all of the free directions on the website, and I'll have links to the puff stitch too as well, the circle, in the description and also on the website on the free pattern. Thanks for watching and enjoy your crochet time. Take care.